Hi guys, $23 here. I'm back. Sorry about that. I've had internet down for the weekend, but I noticed this weekend there are actually 9 cards in Clash Royale which all utilize 3 troops at once, or at least 8 and the lightning. Now I decided to try and put together a deck using all of these lumps of 3. 3 is the magic number today, guys. We're going to see if we can beat somebody using that. Now, the one I did leave out was the skells. They are now 3. They used to be 4. I've left out the skeletons. These are the cards that I've tried to use. This was my first battle using all of the groups of 3. So we got all the goblins, including the ones in the barrel. And we've also got the 3 musketeers. Now, I don't use them very often. But, as we're about to see in today's video, actually, they're pretty epic. They're not that bad. There are plenty of people using them. Now, you see here that our friend here has separated them. Now, I use my lightning. Not many people use the lightning either. Now, I could have got all 3 if I'd have sent them down the same side, but I did do a bunch of damage to his tower, look. It's like 500 off his tower. Killed 2 of his musketeers. I think lightning's pretty good. And if it's going to give you opponents who are using 3 musketeers, lightning all of a sudden becomes one of the most epic cards in the game. Now, I did go down to 1,000 on the right-hand side tower. That didn't work out too great, so at the moment the exchange isn't looking good. I was sat waiting with my elixir. Because I don't use the 3 musketeers very often, I couldn't really decide whether it was worth gambling and dropping them. You are very susceptible to a counterattack once you've dropped the 3 musketeers, and especially when you don't know what the cards the opponent has, it's probably best to wait a little bit longer. Certainly not drop them at the very beginning like our friend Toby did, because then I know that he's got them. Now, these 2 musketeers, I've split them up as well, just making sure that, because at this stage I still don't know what cards he has. Don't want him to rocket them or use the lightning, or fireball's not too bad if you can tank, but I've got no tanks. I've literally got no tanks for them, so they're not going to be that easy to use. So I attacked on the right-hand side, tried to tank with the guards, but the guards are a little bit weak, did get a little bit of damage off his tower, and then I waited till one of the musketeers targeted my left tower, then I dropped the goblins, didn't want to lose my goblins before they destroyed those musketeers, and dropped a bunch of spear goblins on the mole. Now, spear goblins are pretty good. If you don't deal with them, they do a bunch of damage to towers. That was on 1900. It's taking it down to 1500 and something. That's not bad. That's pretty cheap. You're only using 2 elixir to get that much off a tower. I think that's a great trade. Now he's sent the mini pecker on the right hand side. Now you don't want to tackle the mini pecker on the other person's side of the map, so I'm wasting elixir down the left, trying to do an attack, see if we can get that left hand side tower down, which it turns out I did. I gambled that he wouldn't be able to get rid of my swarm of troops. By now I realized he probably didn't have a fireball or anything like that. But look at that, my lightning comes into perfect use, destroys all of his musketeers, and then using the goblins and just 3 minions, his pecker is completely destroyed, annihilated. He didn't get a single hit off on my tower. This deck is actually working out pretty good. I was pretty surprised at this stage. I've already got 1 tower down. I'm down to 800, but he's got no time. He's got 7 seconds, and he's not going to do it. The 3, the magic number, has actually worked out. For the first attempt, I was happy with that. So let's go do another one. Now, I did lose one. I did go down 2 crowns. Bit of a horrible match. I made a lot of mistakes. We won't bother having a look at that one. But let's have a look at this one. This is Infrarot from Turkish Eagles. Now, this time, I'm thinking, right, I'm going to send my 3 musketeers. I'm going to gamble right at the beginning, send them all on the same side, and we'll find out what cards he's got. I'm a bit of a gambler in this game. I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of an all-or-nothing kind of guy. But it turns out that he's got the Sparky, and he's coming straight at me with the Sparky. He's lining it up for the Mega Punch of the Sparky. But this is one thing that I didn't realize, just how great the musketeers were against the Sparky. Complete Sparky fail, an absolute waste. My musketeers have annihilated it, distracted it with the goblin barrel, and wiped it out with the musketeers. And then, on the counterattack, take down the tower. Newfound respect for the 3 musketeers, destroying the Sparky. Now, my normal deck that I normally use, I do actually sometimes have a bit of difficulty with Sparkies. They can be difficult to deal with if you don't have the right troops to hand, even though they're easy to kill. If you're sat behind a giant and you don't have the right troops, they can be difficult. Now, he's coming at me again, this time with a Royal Giant, and I know he's going to want to use the Sparky again, so I'm wasting a little bit of elixir, take some damage, try and tackle this Royal Giant a little bit closer to my side. He's got a witch there, so I can't really use minions. Sent in the guards, and here we go. Are we ready? Is he going to try it again? There it is! He's dropped the Sparky, he's lining himself up for a Mega Punch. Is he going to do it this time? I've dropped in my musketeers. I've used the fire spirits to distract. Watch how quickly they take down the Sparky. It's another Sparky fail. It's another Sparky fail, completely annihilated by the Three Musketeers, and again they get to go on the counter-attack. That's absolutely insane. I genuinely didn't realise how great they were against Sparky decks. That's pretty good. We've got him down to 551 in his right-hand side tower. I'm virtually undamaged. At this stage I'm thinking, wow, this deck works out pretty good. Now, of course, there are decks that you would meet where you would get wasted, but the game, for some reason, matched me against these people. I don't know why, because normally it matches you against people who are going to have a counter deck to you. Now, on this occasion, the game decided these were not counter decks, and the magic number 3 deck, for some reason, was working, and he's coming again. He's lining up again. He's trying to aim a Sparky at my tower using a... There he comes. He's going to use the Royal Giant to tank for it again. Same scenario. I'm going to do the same thing again. This time I'm going to drop some lightning. Got rid of everything near the Sparky. Distracted it. Complete Sparky fail again. The Three Musketeers save the day. He doesn't get anything off on my tower, really, other than the Royal Giant. And then the counter-attack gets his tower. Then I'm thinking we can go for the 3 crown. I'm starting to love this deck now. This deck actually works. Now, I've no idea. I did lose once with it. He's gone for the Sparky again, but notice this, guys. He zaps my 3 Musketeers, and even though he zapped them and paused them, the Sparky still never managed to get a shot off, and they still destroyed it. Is that regular? I've no idea. That's amazing. Tried to use my lightning here to get the 3 crown. 416, and takes him down to 70. That's so close. I don't know what he's laughing at. I don't know what's so funny about that. But guys, that's unbelievable. So maybe in normal play, I don't know if that happens very often, that you can literally zap the Musketeers and still a Sparky will be defeated by them. Does that happen to you guys? Let me know in the comments. Maybe I just got lucky then. I've since played this deck. I've won a couple, lost a couple. It's not actually that bad. And it is quite fun learning new cards simply by building a random deck like that. So have a go at it, guys. Let me know what you think. I'll be back tomorrow with an even more random deck, which is going to be a whole bunch of fun. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video because you guys are helping me out no end. I've got a visitor this week, so we will be doing some collab videos. But until then, you guys take care. Send everyone!